no storm, no sound, no alarm. You no see where I go on. I kill with one another. Who we are harm? See John Tom Gun, him son name Shan. One generation away from the land. Pity you a study up your eyes and chaser. Study figure dance in a jeans and blazer. Youth in a say your meds want change. That's for eraser. School of a chaser. Don't like books, you look for a trader. Bill great, don't bill failure. A calamity, the little you them head get giddy. Now seek work, them a seek out iniquity. Wagwan family, you don't know it's your girl Links here, and welcome to Come Make We Chat. We're gonna talk about the things them that nobody wants to talk about. Come make we chat, come make we talk, come make we chat. We always talk the thing them when nobody no want to talk about. It's come make we chat, come make we talk, come make we chat.
Tell them say I'm me that I represent you.
Boy, bad habit, we not pick it up, you know. Show it down. We not pick it up. No, we don't pick it up, you know. No, we don't pick it up. How them a try for this? Who them a try for this? How them a try for this? Who them a try for this? How them a try for this? How them a try for this? Enough boy them a this. When them see the woman, them a call them bitch. Enough woman them a this. When them see the man, them say he ain't shit. Bad habit them pull up, bad habit oh. Bad habit and me and tell them stop it oh. Bad habit them pull up, bad.
Wagwan family, you don't know it's your girl Links here, and welcome back to Come Make We Chat. Today I have a special guest beside me. Idelity is in the building, family. You don't know we are here, and fortunately for you, you don't know what my topic is before you get here, do you? Go ahead, use the microphone.
No.
You haven't a clue. That can be a good and a bad thing, can't it? My topic for today is about, because we're celebrating Black History Month, right? Although I feel like it's not something that needs to be celebrated once a year or the shortest month of the year. I feel like it's something that we should be celebrating every day, at least in our homes. So my topic for today is about the demasculinization of Black men in music.
Okay.
Because I choose topics that I feel are important not only to me, but also my community.
Right.
That I had a little too much echo there. It was driving me crazy. So I'm just going to get right into it. We suffered a great loss recently in the reggae community, as you are aware. The master toaster, U-Roy, has passed.
No, condolences to his family and all the fans them, you know.
Definitely. We shout out the originator of rap, the originator of dancehall, the originator of spoken word, you know, the originator of R&B.
Yeah.
A great loss
Icon, yes.
to
Truly a
music.
icon.
And I don't think a lot of this generation knows what he was about or what he did for music.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Right? So we're sending a shout outs, and as you know, U-Roy passed recently, and a lot of people don't know this, but he was Cool Herc's inspiration to start
Yeah.
rap. He was the original toaster, the original Mr. Speak over the rhythm and make it smooth.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
And
it's just funny to see that from his day, music went from having a message and a mission to our day where it's like anything goes. I mean, let's look back at the history here. And y'all can follow along on your screens with us, family. Um, Cool Herc was inspired by you, Roy. And anybody that's in the rap game, trap game, hip hop game, R&B game, they know who Cool Herc is.
Right. Of
He
course.
created all of that.
Yeah.
He began it. And I believe he started it in Bronx, New York in the 70s, and it was a back to school jam hosted coincidentally on my birthday in the Sedgwick Avenue area.
Yeah.
Um, his young sister became inspired, earned extra cash for back to school clothes, and she had an older brother play music in the neighborhood in their apartment building. And that's where funk, hip hop, R&B, rap all began. Shout outs to DJ Cool Herc. He is a Jamaican born American.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so shout
Foundation.
outs to DJ Cool Herc. It still comes back to Jamaica, right?
Yep.
Um, and over the years, hip hop has changed. I mean, I remember listening to Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five and all of the founders, Cool Mo, Cool Mo D,
Yeah.
Run DMC. I remember listening to all
Yeah.
of
Of
them.
course. Yeah.
And even from the 90s to now,
Yep.
there's been a change. And I've always wondered to myself, why is it that just like this story here I found on thyblackman.com states, when I was a child, I grew up surrounded by strong black men in my life. My brothers, uncles, other male relatives. It's like I learned the importance of manhood from being around them very much. I also grew up seeing strong black men in media, like Cable from X Men, to Jax from Mortal Kombat, to TJ Combo from Killer Instinct, and many others, right?
Yes.
But what I see now on social media and in public is a lot of black men being demasculized like little punks. Those images are constantly being shown like Empire, the prancing elites to movies like Medea. And it's so secret that the system wants to water down not only the masculinity of other people, particularly the black man, because strong black men are the biggest threats to the system, right? Several reasons why being demasculized little punks, why a lot of black men are being demasculized little punks these days. And the first is molestation.
Yep.
A lot of them are being vulnerable to being molested by their mother's boyfriends or other relatives because the mother isn't even aware in many cases of this even happening. Happens a lot.
Yeah. Of course. All the time.
Two, despises strong black women. A lot of them despise the idea of dealing with strong black women because they fear that they'll not only be the breadwinner of the house, but the fear of her standing up against him. He's also afraid of her telling him how to be a man, right? Um, the poisoning of food supply. See, this one gets at me.
Yeah. Big. That's a big one.
Our food supply is constantly being poisoned by the system deliberately to destroy the high testosterone levels of black men that turns a lot of them into something that they were never meant to be. 4, to get validation from people that are neurologically wired to destroy them. People like Lee Daniels, Don Lemon, who are two of the biggest bootlickers for the system, will gladly bend, fold, and buck dance by throwing us under the bus to get that validation they so badly want from Caucasoids. And 5, the propaganda machine. During Nazi Germany, Hitler used negative propaganda tactics against the Jews by putting out negative images, negative music, and other propaganda to conquer the Jews. Nowadays, we're portrayed in so many negative images in the mainstream media: gangsters, thugs, drags, and bad bees,
Right, that's right.
welfare queens, messy, violent, ratchet, trappers, druggies, alcoholics, real mm-ms, poverty, inner city violence, and all of these other negative stereotypes that Caucasoids often view us as.
Yeah. It's
So
crazy.
we're definitely under attack, right? And um, it started, at least I became aware of it in the mid 90s when everybody was on this kick that we can't voice our opinions. If you feel anti anything, anti thief, anti prostitution, anti gay, anti anything, you cannot voice your opinion. And then those of us that did voice our opinion lost our ability to voice in different ways. In the reggae community, it was by the visa. You know, we'll take your visa until you start singing what we want you to sing. And in America, it was, we just won't sign you until you start to sing or wear or act the way we want you to act or sing or wear. And it's brought us to where we are now today, which is why I've gotten to this particular topic for today, because it's Black History Month, and I believe that we need to be aware of what's happening to our community, right? These are the rappers
Definitely.
that we grew up on: Biggie Smalls, Dre, Snoop, Ice Cube, you know, Refugees, um, Biggie. I mean, these guys, and if they are, they don't look gay. And in this time, it wasn't, you couldn't be gay and be a rapper, or be a cross dresser and be a rapper. You had to be real. You had to be a real, strong black man or person or man or woman. You couldn't be a stripper and be the number one rapper or female rapper. You couldn't be an escort or a whore and be taken seriously in the rap world. Because back then, it was all about power, respect, coming out of slavery, coming into freedom, and making a change for your community for the better and earning the respect that you haven't been getting for hundreds of years.
Right, right.
And then we fast forward um, to now, right? And I don't know, but all of these guys look a little suspect. As my grandfather would say, funny. Even the so-called masculine ones look funny. Like, which strong black man does that to his face? And then I stumbled across this, which is, it's a documentary about Flip Wilson. And it goes on to talk about a song that he made, which was called The Devil Made Me Buy This Dress. And what I see as being the utmost level of degradation for our men is putting them in a dress.
Yeah.
You know? And before I get into the Flip Wilson video, I'm just going to do a quick Google search. Black men who wore the dress. And we're going to be surprised at how many men wore the dress and what it's done to improve the stereotype that we are weak. Because this dress wearing ritual, in my opinion, goes way further back than just embarrassing our strong black men and our community. This is the 2021 version of what I would call buck breaking, where you take, it's a slavery Jim Crow tactic. You take the biggest and the baddest slave and you belittle him in front of the whole community. Normally, what they would do is rape. They would have a man rape a man or a woman or whatever. Anybody that showed any defiance or anybody that showed any resistance to the slave master, they would break that buck. That's where the term comes from.
Yeah.
So to me, this is the new age way to break our bucks. And they're getting broken for a buck, which is sad. So I'm gonna play this video because I feel it's necessary. It's absolutely necessary that we see these things and we know what the agenda is for our people, right? Just give me a second here, family. Let me pull it up. I want to make it so that you can see this clearly. Okay. So let's get on with it.
to say thank you very much and welcome to the first Flip Wilson special. And in the dressing room a few moments ago, I was sitting and I was running through my mind great quotations. I like great quotations. I've always learned.
And as you see on the album cover there, he has the dress on, right?
Made by a woman. And the second was one that I'd written myself. And the third is a quotation.
I think this is the album. This is not
Great quotations. Benjamin Franklin.
what I was looking for.
The great quotation, the greatest quotation, by a girl named Sarah Johnson. And it was made when I was coming in to do the show out at the Los Angeles airport. It was Sarah Johnson, whom I heard tell the airline's service representative there.
I think that's the wrong one.
I think it's the one on the top.
No, I was watching this recently. Maybe I should go in my history. Oh my goodness, so much stuff in my history. Okay, so I can't find it. Anyway. I don't know why I can't find this. Anyways, it happens. It was a documentary that I had stumbled across here. Maybe the pages got messed up. Who knows? The Popa fight, whatever. But it went on to show you that Flip Wilson was the first person to wear the dress. And from there, it just became a progression where everybody famous at some point in time had to put the dress on. But it started with Flip Wilson and has gone so far even to the likes of Wesley Snipes, Vin Diesel. I mean, the list is ridiculous. But I'm not going to sit here and dwell on this point because I feel like I'm doing Idelity a great injustice by touching such a heavy topic on the day that he's here. I am really sorry, my brother. But we're moving on.
Gotta be adjust, right? As you say, somebody gotta speak about it.
And I'm gonna talk about the things that nobody wants to talk about. So at this point in time, I will say it: free up our black brothers. Free up our black brothers. They are our strength. Allow our community to have strength as well. And without the family, we have no strength. I mean, in my opinion, I have to say this all the time. In my opinion, the media contributes to the demasculization of our men. Music, movies, the things you have our men do for money. And it's only because they're strong. Yeah, it's only because they're strong. So, we're going to take a quick break, family. And we're going to be right back with Idelity in the building. You know how we do it. I'm going to ask him a few questions. Some regular, some unconventional. We'll be right back after this, family.
Yo, them youth are evil and harsh. Hey, madly. But a dubs over gun with the people want. Yo, full joy yourself, youth. You why? What make the youth them so dark, so they don't make with no heart, wrong talk and a gun spark. What make the youth them so dark, so they not take no talk, wrong talk and a gun spark. What make the youth them so harsh, so they not take no talk, more money than the bigger gun than the sword. Them me put up and pass with the flick of them arm and guns we move wall, look like something from Mars. Look them bling around them make look like some falling stars. Y'all only one bad man that where them balls, so them heart get cooler than the middle of the north. Be a face or mask, them a move like they talk.
Boy, bad a bit, we no pick it up, you know. Throw it down. We no pick it up. No, we don't pick it up, you know. No, we don't pick it up. How them a try for this? Who them a try for this? How them a try for this? Who them a try for this? How them a try for this? How them a try for this? Enough boy them a this. When them see the woman them a call them bitch. Enough woman them a this. When them see the man them say he ain't shit. Bad a bit them pull up, bad a bit oh. Bad a bit on me and tell them stop it oh. Bad a bit them pull up, bad.
Listen, hey, moments of clarity. It's like a rarity. Trying to survive when enemies wanna murder me. Hey, time is precious, so imagine the urgency. When blood hits your shirt, the shit looks like burgundy. Foresee your purpose before you wipe out the surface. A lot of hates in the air, they back to burning black churches. Concerned with my city, I know it makes them nervous.
Marlins Production. Dubs overgone. You and you put down weapon. Stop killing me, that awesome. That time, go easy. No pulley 4 or 5, please don't squeezy. Every ghetto you feel rise. Tie your fist who know what I. It don't please me, my you take time. Go easy. Make a life there you feel you live, believe me.
Every ghetto you'd feel rise. Cha, I beg you tappy, beg you tappy, do not clappy. Hey. Shout outs to Nkrumah. Shout outs to all the artists that are participating in the Dubs Over Guns project. And now, it's that time of the day when I introduce my very special guest here to my right. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you Idelity. Idelity is, I've known you now for maybe a couple years, no?
Yeah, about.
And we've worked on some projects together. Nothing crazy, but we have worked on some projects together, and it turned out well, did it not? Shout outs to Idelity in the building. So let me just give you a brief background on this man now. Okay, give me a second here. Idelity is a multi-talented singer, songwriter, and producer. He is an exceptional lyricist with a vision for capturing the themes, vibes, and nuances of our times. Born in St. Vincent, currently residing in Toronto, Idelity considers himself to be a citizen of the world. He has performed throughout Canada. He performed at the Pan-African Festival in Ottawa, the African Descent Festival in Vancouver, and most recently, he was on the lineup for Rastafest in Toronto. In 2018, he released his first album called Work Hard. He followed up by releasing the following singles, High Grade and Resistance. 2021, he released his EP, Never Give Up, and he earned a lot of recognition in dancehall for doing so. Shout outs to Idelity, and let me just say, here with me today, live in the building, is the one and only Idelity himself.
Yes.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, enough respect. Thank you for having me. Yeah.
So, Idelity. Here you are. And let's just say hello to Spiffin out there in Bebo World. Shout out to everybody chilling in on the Bebo channel. We are live on the Come Make We Chat show. We have Idelity in the building. So tell me about yourself. When did you realize you wanted to be a musician?
It was from a very young age, you know. because I always like music, just song of music. But I think it was like a very young age when I used to look at those award shows. The
Yeah, like the
golden,
American
yeah,
Awards,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
music awards and all of
yeah,
that, and the Grammys.
yeah. I used to zone in, and it used to really get my attention and stuff. That, but then as I go on and I start to see music and used to be around music because
Yes.
my uncle was a musician, and
Okay.
he writes songs and sing and play
Awesome.
instruments and stuff, and I
Awesome.
grew up around him and stuff like that. So I got some influence from there and some
Okay.
inspiration.
And do you play an instrument as well?
I play a little keyboard and guitar, but mostly for just practice my music.
Of course, of course. Awesome, awesome. Now, when did you first perform in front of a large crowd, and how did you feel?
The first time I performed in a large crowd was it was back in St. Vincent. I was a teenager, and they had this talent show, and that's when we was like very young at that time, and I went and I signed up for the talent show, and along with some other young artists at the time, and yeah, when I went up on the show, um, well, I went and asked the, the promoter, right? Well, this was a talent show that was happening, and I went and I performed on that one, and it was good.
Okay.
But they had some other artists and they did well as well. But there was another show now during that time span where it was having, and I did, I know the promoter, I saw him around, didn't know him personally. So I went to him and said, oh, I know, I would like to be on the show.
And he said yes.
Well, he said, drop something, let me hear, right?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and then
Let me see your skill.
yeah, so I know I don't remember what I sing, but
Okay.
I did something, and then he said, yeah, you sung good. So what's gonna happen? You're gonna have to come. You can come, but you wanna get paid and stuff like that, right? So I see it as like as an opportunity.
Of course.
So then I took it, and I got a good response from the crowd. Yeah.
And how many people were in the crowd?
It was a lot. It was like a good 10,000 people.
Wow. And how did you feel with such a large crowd? What was your emotion?
At that time, because I had performed like before, like a couple of other shows, like when I was a youngster, just going and just doing, because I used to dance,
Yes.
be in a dancing group and stuff. We used to do hip hop dancing and stuff. So I used to, perform for my friends and in the latest, as I said, talent search. But then I I felt kind of nervous, to be
Okay.
honest, at the time. But then I wasn't really. I just wanted to go and just do my thing and stuff, and But after I came off, I felt much more, you know, motivated to do the music because yeah.
You had that energy in your stomach, at least. So that's what most people say. Their first time in front of a large crowd, they were definitely nervous. But once they came off the stage, they were inspired to keep doing better. Shout out to Paula B in the Facebook group. Big up yourself, mama. Shout out all the Bigo fam. Pew pew. Shout out to all the Bigo family in the room. Big up Pierce. Thank you for the gift, sweetheart. Um, and when was the first time you went to a studio? What studio?
First time I went to a studio, as I said, that was back in the 90s. I was young too, teenager, and I went to a studio, but wasn't. That's when I was just starting out and stuff like that, and trying to get familiar with the music and stuff, and I was getting into dancehall music at
Get
the
your
time.
feet wet.
Yeah, and
Okay.
that I did some music, but nothing came out of it really. But then after I came to Canada, and I came to Toronto, I back in 2006, I got a link with this R&B artist called Chase Leela,
Okay.
and then we did a collab on that, and there was a Universal Studio and Attack Records. They produced that one, and I was featured on her single,
Nice.
and which
So
was
you've done production with a major label. Universal is no small potatoes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I that it was a good opportunity for me to do that. Yeah.
Of course, of course. So who's your favorite artist? Who inspired you or who inspires you?
Uh, I was inspired by a lot of different artists, because I like all different type of music. I just like the song, and just I guess it's just the keys and just the melody that get me. So like as I say, I used to be more into pop music, like those type of music, and rock and roll and stuff. And then as I grew, I start to um, get more into like reggae and dancehall. But when I was pretty young, I used to listen to a lot of reggae music. But then I didn't. I used to just like the kind of song of it. I didn't understand the
Yeah, that's
lyrics
understandable.
fully yet. But then after I grew and I started to get into reggae music, I started to go to a lot of dance hall and a lot of shows and stuff, and start to get into that. And when I really grew up now, I start to listen to artists like Buju Banton, Terra Fabulous,
Nice.
Beanie Man, Bounty Killer.
Classic 90s
Yeah, yeah,
artists.
like most dancehall and the thing. But it's stuff I used to just feel out that. But I remember even when I was doing music, and I went to a show, to a stage show, and I think it was Buju Banton. He was doing music, and I got to meet him as a young age, and then because I had known the promoter
Yes.
that promote the show,
Awesome.
and I got to see him, and
And you had a
I was
chance to open for Buju. I mean, that's a big thing.
no, well, I actually didn't perform on the show.
Okay.
Yeah,
But you met him.
But I met him,
Nice.
and I was in the crowd, and then the time when he was doing music, it was mostly dance, like Big It
Yes.
Up and all those stuff, and but when I saw him, he came out with this song called Murderer, and I remember like
Blood is on your
yeah,
shoulder.
yeah, and that was like a transition for the artist, and then like when I was seeing the artist, it was like it was like a nice kind of flamboy style.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then after I see
Very confident and
yeah, well, he was very, the nice style, the
Yes.
shape up and stuff. But when I met him now, it wasn't. It was different.
it was a raga thing.
Yeah, it was a roots person, and then when I get to meet him and start to listen to the music and how he really reach out, I was like, that really inspired me to
Of course.
to take my music more serious, and
Of course.
so enough respect to Buju Banton.
Well, big ups to Buju Bantam because you have inspired this man here. Shout outs to Dala D in the YouTube chat room. Shout outs all YouTube viewers, all Twitch viewers, all Facebook viewers, all of our Periscope viewers. We are everywhere. Shout outs everybody in the Beeble room. Big up to Kathy. Thank you for the fan. Let me see if I'm missing anybody here in this chat room. No, I'm not. Shout out to everybody in the Beeble room. So now I always ask conventional questions, and then I ask me own a set of unconventional question them. Cause sometimes, you know, me tired for hear the regular old boring questions that everybody's asking. So
Right.
My question would be, what was the first dance that you went to when you wind up on a big body girl? And what song was playing?
Okay,
It always makes everybody smile when I ask that question, doesn't it?
because like for me, right? I grew up in the tongue side. So and when I was growing up, I experienced dancehall from small,
Every day. Every week.
Yes, every day, every time.
Somebody's playing music.
And then in Saint Vincent they have like mostly carnival season.
Of course.
Come around. So when those time come around, I used to grow up next to the mass tent.
Oh God,
Yeah.
you lucky man.
Yeah.
So use a bacchanalis.
Yeah. So all music. So from since a young youth, I was dancing up with girls. It's been like
But that's not the question I asked.
Yeah.
The first song. Do you remember the first song and where you were the first time you back it up on a girl? Or a girl back it up on you, sorry.
Yeah. Gosh, I'm trying to remember, but it's kind of hard.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
there's a lot of moments, but I probably years was like they had a song called Dr. Cassandra. I don't know if you heard that.
Dr. Cassandra.
Yeah.
Is a soca song.
Yeah, soca
Okay.
song, and I remember that was in dancer,
And a girl hold you and make you remember she. Huh?
Yeah, but as I say, it's kind of hard for me to recall because
Because you grew up beside it. Quite frankly, you're a lucky.
it's kinda like
You're one
that
of the
was, like,
lucky
more
few.
Fun, more fun stuff. Yeah.
You're one of the definite lucky few. So we're not going to hold it up any longer, people. We're going to take a break. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to make Idelity perform for y'all, because that's really what he's here to do. He's not here for me now. He's here for you all, okay? So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to have Idelity live right here on Come Make We Chat. Hashtag Come Make We Chat. Yeah, we'll be right back, family.
Marlins Production. Dubs overcome. Youth and you put down weapon. Stop killing me, that awesome. That time, go easy. No pulley 4 or 5, please no squeezy. Every ghetto you feel rise. Die of physical, who know what I. It don't please me, my youth take time. Go easy. Make a life there you feel you live, believe me. Every ghetto you feel rise. Die of physical, who know what I.
Nobody now support the kids them like me right now. We no kill youth, we a build youth. Big old man who know me attack too. We a build youth, no we no kill youth. Big man who know me attack too. Send the youth them go to school, make them learn, set them brain at the real world then too. Not the one where man a pushing on your hand and tell if you kill a next man, my G that the wrong. Ooh, that me know I'm not maker, that me know for sure. Everything where me reap so far I me grow. On the league board, me up the top score. I'ma not stop right, yeah, something me I go give them more. Hey, what we say?
Listen, hey, moments of clarity. It's like a rarity. Trying to survive when enemies wanna murder me. Hey, time is precious, so imagine the urgency. When blood hits your shirt, the shit looks like burgundy. Foresee your purpose before you wipe out the surface. A lot of hates in the air, they back to burning black churches. Concerned with my city, I know it makes them nervous.
Boy, bad a bit, we no pick it up, Throw it down. We no pick it up. No, we don't pick it up, No, we don't pick it up. How them a try for this? Who them a try for this? How them a try for this? Who them a try for this? How them a try for this? How them a try for this? Enough boy them a this. When them see the woman, them a call them bitch. Enough woman them a this. When them see the man, them say he ain't shit. Bad a bit them pull up, bad a bit oh. Bad a bit on me and tell them stop it oh. Bad a bit them pull up, bad.
Greetings, 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 family. We are back. And as I promised, I always promise we're going to have Idelity perform for you. We're going to have our Idelity perform for you live right now in the building here on Come Make We Chat. It's Idelity, family.
Yes, blessed to one and all. Greetings. See, my name is Idelity, and I just want to say more love, more love, more love every time. We need that. Yes. You know, big up all the people them who is tuning in. Yeah. Big up Mark Links and Links Entertainment. You seen? Yes, thanks for having Idelity. Yes, I want to shout out to all the people them who supported Idelity music. Yeah. Yes, all my friends. And all the fans and the families, yeah, keep it real, you seen? Yes, I may say blessed be to the Most High, you know? Yes, how good and pleasant it is I to come and dwell right now, you know, to have life and strength and more energy. And I say, you know, love, more love in this time, yeah. So yeah, you mean? Yeah! Boy, listen up. Whoa, hey. The eagle and the jaguar, them a prefer see me feel. The lion to the righteousness will have to prevail. The lion to the righteousness will ease out. All and pull it. Yes, one more time. Yeah. It's Idelity. Yaga yo, yeah, oh. The eagle and the jaguar, them a prefer see me feel. The lion to the righteousness will have to prevail. They want to see me mash up and they want me run still. The goodness in me heart and me fashion so clean. Someone went down to idols, they must be insane. The Almighty Father, I know He is so real. Someone a sell me soul for bling bling and fame. A Emperor Selassie man a hill. Me give them a one chop on top the hilltop. Rasta man them on the valleys and a plant up the crop. The good vegetarian we now want a livestock. Healthy life, liberty, we love all of that. Politician in the parliament, me hear them go chat. Education is the key, them not mentioned in that. Talking about the Wall Street and the stocks, but not stock contemplating your feel and char attack. The eagle and the jaguar, them a prefer see me feel. The lion to the righteousness will have to prevail. They want to see we mash up and they want me run still. The goodness in me heart, they kept me fresh and so clean. Someone went down to idols, they must be insane. The Almighty Father, I know He is so real. Someone a sell me soul for bling bling and fame. A Emperor Selassie man a hail for real. The way how them a go like them want to confuse. But them, the life vision and all them fake news. Brainwash education that them introduce. Them system designed to distract us from the truth. And Adam and Eve, them never pick no fruit. In a Jericho, Joshua never blow no flute. Babylon, Norman, dangerous, them ready fi go shoot. Malcolm X, Martin Luther, they don't speak the truth. The eagle and the jaguar, them a prefer say we fail. The lion said righteousness will have to prevail. They want to see we mash up and they want we run still. The goodness in my heart, they kept me fresh and so clean. Someone went down to idols, they must be insane. The Almighty Father, I know He is so real. Someone a sell me soul for bling bling and fame. I Emperor Selassie man a hail. He young me a fi, tell them what me a fi, tell them too. Cause when me burn the fire, me na respond. So who me tell them, one and all wicked man become fi slow. Got things when them say and do me know it's not true. President and Prime Minister, me want to interview. Me really want to know why you make the people sad and blue. You making so much promises, it never come true. It's like many are calling, but choosing is a few. The eagle and the jack and them I pray for see me feel. The lion said righteousness will have to prevail. They want to see we mash up and they want me run still. The goodness in me heart, they kept me fresh and so clean. Some going up to idols, they must be insane. The Almighty Father, I know He is so real. So when I sell me soul, for bling bling and fame, I embarrass a last man a hill. Yeah. Rasta man, them and the valleys and a plant up the crop. The good vegetarian, we now want no livestock. Healthy life, liberty, we love all of that. Politician in the parliament, me hear them go chat. Education is the key, them not mentioned in that. Talking about the Wall Street and the stocks, man, Nasdaq contemplating your philanthropy attack. The eagle and the jack and them a prefer say me fail. The lion said righteousness will have to prevail. They want to say we mash up and they want we run still. The goodness in my heart, they kept me fresh and so clean. So but we down to idols, they must be insane. Blessing fire, yeah. Give thanks and praise to the Most High every time. You know, keep focused and be aware. Yes, you don't know. Yes, man, give thanks. Big up all the massive. Yeah. Yo, yaga yaga, hey ya, yaga yaga, yaga yaga yo, hey ya. Burn Babylon because me no say that them lie. Yes, mama wrote them a try to destroy. What about the waters and the life on the soil? Pull up, yo, yaga yaga, bless it, bless it. Black History Month. Yeah, hear me now. Listen, me say, people on Babylon because me no say that them lie. Yes, mama wrote them a try for this joy. What about the waters and the life on the soil? What about the mothers and the child? Hey yo, follow Rastafari and want to live your life. We no want no war and we don't want no strife. From them in the valley, we left them behind. Travel we are travel with the speed of light. We want Babylon because we don't compromise. Long time we find out enough of them not nice. You know how much body them got put pan ice. Have they use them in a spot like them don't have no choice. Look how much families them go make sacrifice. Go make all them wars and go lose all them life. Them kind of things they you know ain't no right. Put up your antennas and open up your eyes. And born Babylon because me no say that them lie. Yes, mama wrote them a try for this joy. What about the waters and the life on the soil? What about the mothers and the child? I ask, follow Rastafari and go and live your life. We no want no war and we don't want no strife. From them in the valley, we left them behind. Traveler we a travel. I and I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I fear no evil because me don't conquer it. When a real Rasta man we deal with righteousness. Me not eat not this and that, we not support violence. And we are for intelligence. The children is the future and they ask what is next. And we not care if Babylon vex.
Yeah.
Idelity sing a song from Georgia, Texas. Burn Babylon because me no say that them lie. Yes, mama wrote them a try to destroy. What about the waters and the life on the soil? What about the mothers and the child? Hey yo, follow Rastafari and go and live your life. We no want no war and we don't want no strife. From them in the valley, we left them behind. Traveler we are traveler with the speed of light. Every youth out the road them want to be a shatter. Watch out the place right now is getting hotter. So me tell them fi take them finger off the trigger. Then me ask them what is the matter. Them say whoa, he Babylon a come and neglect the youths. Them fight against I and I when we come speak the truth. Then we are the youths and I take care of the fruits. Them and we are the future, we coming from the roots. Then Babylon has seem to acknowledge. No, 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 no. To mama word they are doing so much damage. Yeah. See me say, burn Babylon because me no say that them lie. Yes, mama word them a try to destroy. What about the waters and the life on the soil? What about the mothers and the child? Idelity say follow Rastafari, want to live your life. We no want no war and we don't want no strife. From them in the valley, we left them behind. Traveler we are traveler with the speed of light, yo. Yeah. Ease out that, yes. Give thanks and praises to the Most High. Large up to one and all. Yes. Give thanks once more. Yeah, big up Mad Links, yeah? Man, I work hard. Yeah. For the money, for the money. Yeah, yeah, man. We work hard for the money, so me have to take care of my family. And all my friends them who are step up in our life right now. True, we are make progress with no problems. I'm on them and I look. Me a hustler, so me enough time for jailhouse and go study problem. Cause when the money done, we not see them again. Still them a pray for see me life and everything your vision, you how it have to happen. Man, I work hard for live life like in a heaven. Every day me get up for the work 7. What you reap, what you sow is what you put in. Mama, I'm working to put food in the ease out. Once more. Yes. Blessed is. You don't know up full mint, you know? Up full mint all the time. For the money, for the money. Listen, me work hard for the money, so me have to take care of my family and all my friends them who are step up in our life right now. True, we are make progress with no problems. I'm money me a look, me a hustler, so me enough time for jailhouse and go study bad mind. Cause when the money done, me not see them again. Still them a pray, but see we life and everything me vision, you know it have to happen. Man, I work hard for live life like in a heaven. Every day we get up for the work 7. What you reap, what you sow is what you put in. Mama, I'm working to put food in the kitchen. Goddess of the earth, don't you worry about nothing. Kids go to school and learn the good lesson. Be careful of the ones who don't want you be nothing. Work hard for the money, so me have to take care of my family and all my friends them who are step up in our life right now. True, we are make progress with no problems. I'm on the man I look. Me a hustler, so me enough time for jailhouse and go study bad mind. Cause when the money done, me not see them again. Still them a pray. Wanna listen? Yo, trying my best just to stay humble. It's not easy in this concrete jungle. They will set trap just to see you stumble. Conspiracy no one dirty bungle. Now me friends them missing like money. In times of struggles I don't see nobody. No for fake friends never want see we happy. But you by me side there is no need to worry. Work hard for the money, so me have to take care of my family and all my friends them who are step up in our life right now. True, we are make progress with no problems. I'm on me a look, me a hustler, so me enough time for jailhouse and go study bad mind. Cause when the money done, me not see them again. Still them a pray. Once more, me sing. Everything me vision, you know it have to happen. Man, I work hard for live life like in a heaven. Every day me get up for the work 7. What you reap, what you sow is what you put in. Mama, I'm working to put food in the kitchen. Goddess of the earth, don't you worry about nothing. Kids go to school and learn the good lesson. Be careful of the ones who don't want you. Man, I work hard for the money every night and day, yeah. Man, I work hard. Young Mad Links Entertainment. We tell them work hard for the money, so me have to take care. Oh, blazing, you know, no, give thanks, you know. Praises, yes. Love and unity and no strength. Yes. Yeah. Blazing. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, good man runner, bring positive vibration. Ja, you know the rain or the sun, the highest grade it can done. Yeah, yeah, me, that time has come. The good sense of me now have a bunch.
Me roll me spliff, me light it off in front of station. Everybody shout out, congratulations, good inspiration for the legalization. Now tell me what is the meditation? Rasta man, don't mix me up in a no politics. Just walk go all the meds and relax and wanna split. That's how it was from in the ancients of days. Bubble and can't take the smoking on them face. We tell them how the is great. How the really sweet we ever smoke. Tell them how the is great. Hey, hey, me tell them how the is great. How the really sweet me ever smoke. Tell them how the is great. Hey, hey, me tell. In a me rising, well you know I come first. Me give thanks to Jah, fi guide over us. High grade for my lunch and for my breakfast. High grade make me feel conscious. Plus, look how the empress them so nice and so buff. High grade is when me born and give them high grade love. High grade in a me chalice, you know that is a must. High grade man a load pan bus. Me tell them how the is great. How the really sweet me ever smoke. Tell them how the is great. Hey, hey, me tell them how the is great. How the really sweet me ever smoke. Tell them how the is great. Hey, hey, yo. I don't wanna we are 2 or we are 3 or 4 or 5. The feathers in them 1, 3, they are alive. Sit down in the ghetto smoking, don't be listening. My vibes, take up my pen, take up my paper, and then start to write. Me see, and on the ghetto, me see enough things not right. Them no war with this strive and them no war we unite. And the good sense of me is what keep us alive. So hear me miss a jacket and hear me miss a ties. They give we inspiration and it open up our eyes. And everybody feeling so nice, yeah. And the is great. And the really sweet me ever smoke. Tell them how the is great. Hey, hey, me tell them how the is great. And the really sweet me ever smoke. Tell them how the is great. Hey, hey, rather must say me head bad. Good ganja weed, we never feel sad. Whoa, hey, it's a the healing of the nation.
Yes, family.
Listen, love.
Yes, family. You are tuned into.
Hey.
Come back with chat. Idelity live in the building, King. Give thanks for passing through. Don't forget. This Thursday, Ras and I will be live in the Come Back with Chat studio. You see me? Give thanks to Idelity for passing through. Oh gosh, oh me look so white on the thing there. Shout out all the Instagram followers. Big up yourself, family. You don't know. Tell them where they can find you, family. Where can they find you?
Yes, they don't know. They find Idelity at Facebook, at Idelity on Facebook. At Twitter at Idelity, Instagram at Idelity, don't know say YouTube, you can search Idelity Vivo, you know, one word, and Idelity Music, one word. It's more easy to find Idelity, you know, you can log on to Idelity website at, you know, idelitymusic.com, you know, and get a lot of content right there. So you don't know, enough respect and check out my music, you know. Yeah.
Ah, whoa, see there, you don't know it's your girl here, the my Rasta. Right? You're tuned in to Come Back with Chat. Let me do my closing statement like I always do. First of all, fuck Bill Gates. I don't trust Bill Gates. I don't trust these vaccines. I'm not taking the vaccine. In my opinion, we're in martial lockdown and it ain't getting any better, family. They gonna be coming to your door and forcing the vaccine on you soon. Take my advice. Some of us have to take a stand. Shout outs to David Sky, who lets you know you can fly and not take the test, family. You don't have to take the test. It's a violation of your civil rights. Some of us are out here still fighting the good fight for freedom, real freedom. You see me? Give me a sound out there, Idelity. You don't know. Give me a sound out, King.
Yo, me tell you say we leaving out of Babylon. Leaving out of Babylon, we leaving out. Leaving out of Babylon. Yo, listen. Yo, from the rhythm and the virgin, you know become chat. Give them reality, give them new facts. Teach the youth the truth, don't keep nothing in the box. Don't get up every day, work and just pay tax. Yes. Yo, let me tell them people them. To all the virgins now, listen. Listen. To all the virgins me a talk to out the street. Yo, tell them say, well the gun things not sweet. Remember your office and phone on your feet. Remember Babylon, them always they on the beat.
Hey!
Watch how the girls them look so nice and so sweet. Tell the hot girls them I man say not to bleach. No we. To the ghetto youths them become to teach. To one and all, I man come to preach. Everything good, me tell them everything nice. Tell them say everything you don't organize.
Hey.
Yo, get a youth a full time, you get wise.
Yeah.
No take call, no tax, me say open up your eyes.
Hey.
Don't make nobody cheat you like no bottle pan no shelf. Me say, put down the boy guns, I burn out them spies. Burn out them dirty ways, I burn out the bad vibes. And tell them everything is alright. Yeah, to all the virgins me a talk to out the street. Yo, tell them say, well the gun things not sweet. Remember your office stand firm on your feet. Remember Babylon, them always they on the beat.
Watch it. Listen. Fight them a fight against I and I. A true we a worship still I see I. Burn the high grade and them no know why we meditation elevate to the sky. One chapter a day. Keep Satan away. A true Rasta man a pray night and day. No in no corruption nor no violence. Rasta man deal with righteousness and sense. So grow your locks.
Grow your locks, yo.
Natty, grow your locks. Listen.
Grow your locks, yo.
While you a grow your tribulation, I go double. All Jaja children have to go through the struggle. Bust through that bubble, right straight pan the double. Through fasting and prayer will move through the struggle. Exploitation I destroy when nation I lead out the sheep them astray. But a unity is strength. Go and cherish that so grow. Natty grow.
Go, 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 go.
Grow your locks. Grow your locks. Give thanks, family. Thanks for tuning in. You don't know we're back here Thursday at 8 p.m. with Ras and I. And come make we chat. Come make we